some things today. Yes, there are some people that's actually holding us back. There's a lot of wrong narrative, false information, misinformation spreading all around the whole place. And that's just number one truth. For Mr. Miwa, for the past 3 or 4 days, I was so mad with Mr. Miwa. The GoFundMe came out from nowhere. I was like, what do we need the GoFundMe for? No communication, nothing. And I guess by now, he has accepted his own fault on that part. Because there's a lot of stuff that is really wrong. There are a lot of people that have their own group. Yes. On the 1st of January, we had a meeting. I was the one that initiated the meeting that very day. I initiated that meeting. And myself, Yekudi, J. Blinks, Christy, Moses was there, Lady Ryan Whispers. And then I added Mr. Miwa to the call. So Mr. Miwa added Odumosu to the call because we said, what happened was this. I'm not going to be calling some names, but I want you to pay attention.
You brought me into the call. I didn't know anything about the call. Yeah, you brought me into the call.
I'm still going to get to you, your part. I'm going to be mentioning some names. There are some names I'm not going to be mentioning deliberately. All right. So in the meeting, I brought in Susan. Susan brought in someone, and then we have, I don't know who brought Tenny Omologo. Maybe, I guess, Mr. Miwa. Everyone has their own lawyers, and that's just the truth. Everyone have their own lawyers. Okay? So now, for you to know that there is a lot of personal vendetta in this case, and I'm going to reveal the truth today. There are some groups that are from YouTube, from Ada Universe, that came up with their own lawyer. They said the person is a son. Then we find out that the person is not even a son later on. So in the meeting, before that meeting, there have been several meetings. It's all about fracas. You will be in the meeting for 4 hours. There's nothing that will turn the meeting upside down. Nothing to come out with. 4 hours wasted. And that's just the truth. So at the end of the day, they tried to fire, At the end of the day, everyone came up with their own different lawyers. And there was one Bankole, and then I guess there's a blogger that also proposing a free son for Baba. And then myself, Moses, there's one man called Moses, with Yekudi, came up with, and myself, we came up with Olisa Agbakoba. Are you on Olisa Agbakoba? Olisa Agbakoba is a veteran. He was the one that dealt with the case of IBB during the military regime. MKO Abiola, very resolute. So we're looking for, because in the law court, there are seniority in the law court, in the courtroom. So, yes, there's a blogger in the UK also came up with a son, So, but I don't know the name of that son. So that day, everybody came with their own lawyers. But Mr. Miwa have someone, I call it the Pricipalities and power, that always finger his head, But the thing is that they always make decision without carrying people along. And I can help him on that. So on that very day, we presented our lawyer. But what happened that day was a commotion. Crush cream. Commotion. Everybody, even we, myself, Yekudi, J. Blinks, that supported Agbakoba, which was because he is the senior lawyer. He's even more senior than Falano, because he was the first son. I don't know. Go to his name is Olisa Agbakoba. All right, very very rugged man in the law court, But they came up with Odumosu. We all said that no, Odumosu, no, we don't want Odumosu. But when Mr. Miwa invited Odumosu to the meeting, he met with us. He spoke very well. All right. And then Mr. Miwa explained the reason why they went for Odumosu. We disagreed, but later we agreed. Yekudi was there. Judge Blinks was there because of what the explanation. We spoke with Odumosu, we interviewed him. Okay, cool. And you never knew that it was even based in the UK at that time. All right. But the thing was that what led to that disagreement was that some set of people want to impose their own lawyer on Baba Mohbad. That was what began the problem that day. You cannot come from anywhere. Nobody can, that you want to impose a lawyer on Baba Mohbad. It can never happen. In that meeting that day, all the lawyer that was presented, Agbakoba was the best, being the senior son. All right? But we did not fight. We agreed. But there are some set of people, they know, no, he's our lawyer, you must take. That day, Yekudi angrily get out of the meeting. We had to invite Yekudi back because it was the bass in that meeting was too much. Some people, the way they were talking to Odumosu as if he's a secondary school boy. It was so bad. It was really, really bad. So that meeting, then we all like, okay, we went.
Bossman, you know I'm here.
I know you were here, so
no. Say the part I. I'm not asking you to mention another person's name.
You have your group.
You brought me to the call. You brought only me to the call, okay? You called me, yes. And I went to bring Victoria, not other. I don't know who brought what's her name? Tenio Mologo.
Oh, you're okay? Not the one that brought her. Okay.
No, I'm not the one. It could be Miwa. Yeah. So whatever I said to Odumosu, because I was the only.
I didn't interrupt you. Okay. This is my own time.
So when you say people, I'm here. So mention my name. Mention my name.
I mentioned your name, Susie.
And yes.
I mentioned your name, Susie.
This stuff you are saying, I want like all your group.
Hello.
All your group. All your groups should be here.
Now.
Why you are talking?
I am the one talking now.
I'm not fighting. I don't even have time to.
I didn't interrupt you. You don't have no right to interrupt me because I allow you to finish your submission because there have been a lot of stories that you've been saying regarding to this genesis of this story that is real lie. I'm here to
But were you not there? The lawyer you imposed on Baba Mohbad, is it working now?
Okay,
is it working?
Personal vendetta again.
Is it working?
Personal vendetta again.
Is it working? So that's the one you impose on him. Is it working?
Is not a senior to Agbakoba. Your lawyer
I'm not
a senior to Agbakoba.
The public lawyer here.
Don't let us turn this conversation, please. Please calm down.
Bossman, please, can you listen to me? Are you aware that what you are actually accusing Susie for is what you are doing too?
No.
Because why are you mentioning somebody is higher than Mr. Agbakoba, somebody is lesser than Agbakoba? That is not why we are here, to be very honest.
This is what happened. That day.
Please.
Listen. And like I said, that day, we did not fight anything. We agreed.
Listen to him from window because I'm not going to be here for him to be lying. I am going to listen to you guys from the window.
But you've been talking all this while. You've been saying all
I don't have a problem with you. It's the truth I have said. You understand? You all should get behind Miwa. Don't throw him under the bus. Don't throw him under the bus that say you suggest a lawyer for him. That's not good. That's not good.
Can I talk? Can I speak? Because I didn't interrupt you. Give me the chance to talk. Because so many lies. And you can't be lying. And this is my first time of talking about this issue. And I have the right to speak. The thing is that everyone has their own lawyers that they want to put to Baba Mohbad. But the thing that what led to the fight that day was that the way they came around about it was so wrong by trying to impose. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia, for coming here. She was also part of the meeting that day. Agbakoba was the most senior lawyer of them at all time. But they came up with Odumosu. Odumosu came in. Yeyekudi and others, Cynthia, engaged Odumosu. Okay, but they said they want to go with Odumosu. We questioned Odumosu, and he was answering. Cool. We did not fight, but they did not go down. It didn't go down well with them. They started the fight that they must use the lawyer. Baba Mohbad must use the lawyer. Blah blah blah, and then it became Gbasgbos, and Yokudi was angry, and then after that was what led to fracas, Vandara over this issue. So now, before that day, that was not what separated us. Mr. Miwa was in the group. I was in the group, Moses, myself. And the reason why the group broke up was because of woto. Nothing concrete to hold on. Some people will just scatter the meat. Some people want to impose their own decision. There are some people that have better suggestion, but some people want their own suggestion to overrule. That is the problem. So the team broke up. So because the team broke up, we went to separate ways. Mr. Miwa went in separate ways. All right? But later, we met with Mr. Miwa. That was before January 1 when we had this program, this meeting on January 1st. So because Mr. Miwa didn't go with them, they say I have an issue with Mr. Miwa. They want Mr. Miwa to go. So I'm not here to defend Mr. Miwa because he made a lot of mistakes, which he has realized now. But there is the principalities on power also behind Mr. Miwa that's always finger Mr. Miwa, giving Mr. Miwa's wrong advice. When you do something, you agree with something, they will just go and make another U-turn, come up with another ideas again, and that is why we are where we are today. So now, a lot of people have personal vendetta. That's just the truth. And then moving forward, when they brought Odumosu, and I'm here to set the record straight. Odumosu came into the Justice for Mohbad. We're not part of the legal team, but we do talk to Mr. Miwa. He doesn't take this, if you give me advice, he doesn't take it. There are some inner caucus or set of people, principalities, that Mr. Miwa go to, giving him wrong advice, and then they come out on the social media giving wrong information to people. That's the beginning of the problem. Now, do you know that we were never aware that there was no money? There was no money. I'm aware that there are some petition, over about 4 different or 5 different petitions on Odumosu's table, that there was no money to fight up that case. And we were never aware that there was no money in the purse of Justice for Mohbad. So how do you expect Odumosu to file up this case when there was no money? There's a lot of things that's actually wrong. Yeah, I am not here to side Odumosu, but what do you expect Odumosu to do when there's no money to push to file a case? I'm going to be sending you some data of Odumosu, because I'm saying that Odumosu is a professional. I'm not here to defend Odumosu. I'm here to just shed light to all those things. And like I said, I'm not part of the legal team, but like I said, there were some principalities and power that was actually holding down the legal team. There are some principalities and power that knows dine and wine with the legal team and goes around to spread wrong narration, wrong information to people on social media. So wrong decision made, and that is why they came around with the GoFundMe. When they first came up with the GoFundMe, it was okay, let me come up with this. We suddenly hear the noise that they want to remove Odumosu. Who want to remove Odumosu? Was it removing Odumosu? Now, let me tell you something. Odumosu found out that there were some certain principalities and power that were giving wrong narratives, wrong information to people. And Odumosu discovered that, and he tried to sideline them from getting information because they spread wrong information, wrong narrative to people on social media. So this set of people decided to attack Odumosu by ganging up that they want to remove Odumosu. And that's just the truth. And nobody was aware of these things. So people went to Baba Mohbad, initiate a lot of, backdoor moves, politics. We came up with a brilliant, there was no PR. I was telling them, it is high time we get the PR. We can't keep keeping our mouth shut. The way Wunmi is throwing banter at the Baba Mohbad and no response at all. No response. So we need a PR. For over 2 months, no response from the legal team. No response from the legal team. At first, they said that I'm talking about Mr. Miwa, because we have to go to some principalities and power to get decision and all stuff like that, and then they will kick it off because they have their own personal bandana. So when things wasn't working well, you couldn't step in, and then there was a lawyer. There's a lawyer that you guys do not know. The lawyer came through Yekudi, and then they initiated out the God Baba Mohbad to Berekete. Okay? So that got, you have never heard it, maybe you may be hearing it for the first time. How Baba get to Berekete was through Yekudi and the lawyer. So they got Baba Mohbad to Berekete. There's a lot of politics in this game. So, like I said, I'm not here to defend anybody. I'm only here to shed the light to all these things. But the truth is this, Odumosu, I'm not talking to talk about this performance, but the truth is that there was no money to push the case. There's a lot of petition that stayed there on the desk that when they ask them, there's no money. You did this, no money. So what do you expect Odumosu to do when there is no money? We never knew that there was no money. In fact, I got to know that there was no money in the purse just maybe yesterday or 2 days ago. I was so mad. I was so mad that there was no money. So what do you expect?
Can I quickly ask you something, please?
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, yeah. You said principalities and whatnot. See, here we are looking for solutions. Can you let us know the principalities so that we can call them
as of today,
principalities?
I don't want to mention
because if you are going to move on to another team, we need this team to actually work this time around. I don't want any principalities this time around.
The thing is this. No, I didn't want to really want us to go through taking us back because Crunch Queen has actually spoken well. I've been watching this for the past 7 hours, and she's spoken well. But the fact is just that I just came here to set the record straight because there are so many lies in some areas. All right. So, like I said, Mr. Miwa is wrong, and he accepted that he's actually faulty in some areas. All right, because he didn't manage the whole thing. And like I said, the GoFundMe, I was not in support of the GoFundMe until yesterday. So, because we have we had an expansion of legal team, and it's necessary. There's no money in the post of the Justice for Mohbad, and there's the need for us to mobilize the expansion of the legal team, and that's just the way it is. And for Odumosu is not fired. Odumosu is going to be working along with Wahab Shitu, and Wahab Shitu. Okay, even before then, we were like, I was also part of those that come. Did you think we need a son? Yeah. That I kept on telling them that we still need Agbakoba because they are, even in the law court, there are politics that Agbakoba can do this, but they said no, but they came up with Wahab Shitu. They came up with because they have 3 set of lawyers. They are looking for this Ekiti lawyer of Tinubu's lawyer. But because the man is a PDP or political lawyer and all stuff like that, they ruled that out. But Agbakoba, they said because they didn't take Agbakoba because they said he's a maritime lawyer. But he has been doing, he also does criminal law and all that because he dealt with in the military regime. A very good lawyer, son. When it comes to political, go and check Agbakoba. Put it on your whatever and see who Agbakoba is. And we spoke with Agbakoba last year, and he even offered to take the case. All right, we were even having a conversation with him. Even for last week, he said that he has been following the case since December. He said he has been following the case. He is interested in the case, but they came up with Wahab Shitu. Cool. When I checked Wahab Shitu, although he just became a son last year, 2 years ago, but he's still good. He jailed governors and he sent them to jail. Go and check his profile. He's good as well. But Odumosu is son. Coach Queen, I don't know if you've actually spoken with Odumosu before. I think it's the time you need to speak with Odumosu. The fact is, it still remains is that there was no money on ground. to file a lot of petition or to make him him work well or function well. And that's just the way it is. But the thing is this, enough of going back to stories or histories. We need a way forward. 7 months is gone. Mohbad's body is still lying down there. We don't need to be taking us back. See, there are a lot of people that do not want Mr. Miwa there coming up with the narrative that Miwa is not related to Baba Mohbad. That's not true. Baba Mohbad, life is necessary. Some people want Mr. Miwa. Yes, he has not done a very good job. He has made a lot of mistakes. He has accepted some of his mistakes. He's now realized that he made a lot of mistakes. But there's a set of principalities and power that always control or trying to always decide decision making and all that. By the time you get them out, Mr. Miwa will be fine. And like I said, for Baba Mohbad, for the protection of Baba Mohbad, you need Mr. Miwa. Mr. Miwa, because you want to put Baba Mohbad in the hands of wolves. And that's why the people doing their best to get Mr. Miwa out of the land. They are so pained because they really want to see. They've set Baba Mohbad up. They set Mr. Miwa up. And that's not the truth. Crunch Queen, remember the day that they said Baba Mohbad has stolen money from the account, SS account, that they had to. I was the one, and with the Yekudi and when we started, you must see, when it comes to public money, there have to be transparency and accountability. It is necessary. You must do that. When all this thing was happening, there have to be investigation on Baba Mohbad's account. I still have the statement of account of the SS account that we insisted. It was all night meeting with Yekudi. We couldn't sleep that night. You must bring that statement of account only for them to give us the statement, and the money is intact. Some people are trying to play divide and rule. Some people want to be in control, that we are the one that is there. There is no crown, there is no trophy in justice for Mohbad. Follow the good wagons. Here we go. If anybody wins, if Westo wins, if Arifa wins, we all win. There's no trophy in here. You don't have to be jeopardizing or you don't need all that. That is what they're trying to do. They've planned a lot of whatever to make Mr. Miwa fall. They do come with a lot of narrative. But Mr. Miwa, see, I have even to the point that they even went behind to go and meet Baba Mohbad's elder sister. Because they want to remove Mr. Miwa, saying that it's not the family of Baba Mohbad. That is not good now. Why do you want to naked Baba Mohbad? Baba Mohbad needs Miwa. I don't care whatever, but they need Miwa for that. Because if you remove Miwa for that, there are a lot of wolves that are going to pinch on Baba Mohbad. And I know what I'm talking about. If you remove Mr. Miwa out of the way, there are going to be a lot of wolves that are going to devour that man. And that's just the truth. Yeah, Mr. Miwa is not right in so many things. But in that protecting that man, like I said, you need Baba Mohbad to protect, Mr. Miwa to protect Baba Mohbad. If you remove Baba Mohbad's Mr. Miwa's hand, you will see what's going to happen to Baba Mohbad. And I know what I'm talking about. Some people here know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I don't want to mention no names. I'm not here to mention no names. There's a lot of politics going on in this. K-Crown, I know you've heard of K-Crown. He wrote a lot of articles.
Yeah, I know K-Crown.
Do you know who are those people that are playing politics to remove him? You know he was dragged. They didn't.
Baba did not appoint him officially as his publicist, so he needs to be dragged.
Yes, he wrote a proposal, submitted.
But Baba did not appoint K-Crown. So on what jurisdiction is he writing on behalf of Baba?
All right, can
Baba
I just be given a moment? I just want to say something here, please, then I drop before you guys go further. I greet everyone on the panel and I greet you, Lenchi. Thank you for the honor of inviting me up to say one or two things. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I first of all want to appreciate you, Crunch Queen. You are amazing. Oh my goodness. I have been here. I joined late. I've been a friend of mine called me to come and listen. And I'm so glad that you repeated what you've been saying with so much energy. I believe that it is not just by your power, it's a supernatural energy, and that's Mohbad as is, imputed in you, as well as every other person, every other front soldiers out there. But I want to correct something. I want us to foster the spirit of unity in this justice for Mohbad and bring together all frontline soldiers, as many as can come together, so that we can have a unified front, unified speech, so that we can speak in one accord. And I'm impressed again by what you are doing, Conch Queen. I've been typing it there, that if you can go, because I don't want anyone to be left out. We are all fighting. It's not that somebody is an enemy. They may have a different opinion, but that does not mean they are an enemy. We are all marching towards the same goal. Not everybody will agree on the same thing. We might just come and bring in different ideas. So I would love you if you can go to like this, I don't know, it's such a suggestion, if you can go to this Papariano platform that is so opposed to this, and you know,
won't listen. And Dr. Esther, Papariano won't listen to me. I tried to debunk most of his negative narrative he was pushing out. He had to drop me at some point, and he muted my comment. Papariano won't listen. I tried it 2 days ago.
All right, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, because I tried to say the same thing too, but it wasn't buying it. Another thing, well, anyway, you are doing well, you are doing great, and I just pray that people like you will never leave Baba Mohbad. We don't have the opportunity to be in the inner caucus. I don't even want to be. But those of you in there, I just want to keep on cheering you on, praying for you, so that we can get there all together. We don't all have to be in the inner caucus to do everything. As long as God is, is there with you, and you are all speaking with one voice, God will enable you in Jesus' name. I want to say something. You said something?
I said we will get it right.
Amen, in Jesus' name. So I want to say something about Bossman. Bossman, please be careful what you come up to say sometimes. I have been watching, like I said, I've been watching from the get-go. I haven't been coming up to the panel because I see these frontline soldiers doing a great work. When they analyze, when they speak, when they, when they break down everything going on, I say, wow, we have this generation, the middle ages, the young ages, they are great. God bless them. May God make them be at the helm of affairs in Nigeria. All you front soldiers that I see you analyze these issues and fighting for justice. But I want to say something. Be careful the way because I've been seeing you've been part of one controversy to the other. I know you have a team. You have a team, the Yeyekudi team. And I know that we also have other teams that may not be in agreement with you. You said something which I don't totally agree with. You said it was true, and this is the second time I'm hearing you saying it on another. You said it before on another platform that I was in. I want to correct it. It's not only Yeyekudi that made it happen for Baba Muiwa to go to Brekete. I know of a fact. I know Buki was part of it. In fact, she did a lot of work, made sure Baba Mohbad got there. She did a lot of legwork, a lot of financial work in getting her there. So when you keep on saying Yeyekudi this, say don't bring somebody out to take glory. Everybody, you just said it again. You contradicted yourself. Everybody's part is important in this. It's not, don't throw names out there. This person made this happen. This person made that happen. We have all been, everybody's, even we that are down there making comments, we are part of the good work that, helping the whole situation to move further, to move ahead. Don't come and say, this person said this. I'm just an onlooker. It's not that I'm part of anything. But I've seen you. We are in this controversy. You are in that controversy. You are in this group. You are in that group. You are doing a lot of work. I must agree. When you are talking, I listen because you talk with intelligence. But please eradicate this person, this group, that group is this person that's. Please don't do that, because a lot of us know the truth. We may not be up there in the panel speaking, but we know the truth. We see it all happen. That's just what I want to say. And then you said something about choosing a spokesman. Yes, I may agree with you not to detach Mr. Muiwa from Baba Mohbad. If you're not going to detach Mr. Muiwa from Baba Mohbad, maybe if he's not saying something that is going well with the public, maybe he needs a mentor. Maybe before he goes out there to say something, maybe somebody should tell him this is what you should not say. You can say every other thing, but don't say this, don't say that, so that he can, comply and be in line with the way we want him to talk out there when he's talking, since he's the one talking for Baba Mohbad in public. And if you're going to choose a spokesman for Baba Mohbad, then let it be somebody neutral, not somebody that is in Yeye Kudi team or in a Buki team or in that. No, neutral. He's not in anything. He's standing strong, standing firm, and speak forth the way it should be. That is what I want to say. And again, I want to say kudos to you, Conch Queen. I'm so happy that I'm meeting you. I'm so happy that you're in this team. I'm so happy that you're standing for Baba Mohbad. And as you do so, God will stand with you and your household and your generation. I also say this prayer to everybody, every front soldier out there. The Lord will encamp around your home. Nobody will experience what Baba Mohbad experienced in life, in the name of Jesus. God will be with you. When you calling me, we answer you speedily in the name of Jesus. None of us will lose any of our children in the name of Jesus. That is my submission. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Esther D. For those who don't know me, I'll just run to some profile. I'm not boasting. I'm nobody. Whatever I am, I give it all the glory to God. My name is Dr. Ngozi Adelaye. I hold a PhD in economics. I lecture in the UK. I lecture masters and PhD students. I'm a content creator on YouTube. I have a channel with 169 videos, and my channel has over 33,700 subscribers. And my channel has been viewed 4.3 million times. My video content is on econometrics, applied econometrics. I am quantitative in nature. I am a public social activist. I am fearless because I've been groomed by fearless parents. So
Thank you.
Second nature.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm on Twitter. I have over 8 platforms I run every day. If you call me 3 a.m., I pee.
I'm impressed.
If you call me 1 a.m., I pee. If you call me 4 a.m., I pee. Because
I'm going to link up with you because most of what you said, I need the services of all these things you say with the media thing. I'm a doctor in mental health, and so I need to get more creative with my social platform. So I will definitely need to contact you for that. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor and Crunch Queen. There's something I just want to say. I did a little background just now, and what I found out was the 2.8 million you were talking about, that Barrister Taiwo Dumosu charged the team, was for the whole case of DNA, not for writing to the court. It is for the prosecution of the case, go to the court and get judgment. Initially, I was told it was 5 million and they negotiated to 2.8. But in your earlier submission, you said 2.8 for writing about the DNA case. That is what I found out.
Thank you for that. I think you got the figure right. Whatever is meant for, you got the figure right.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yes. Now, for Bossman, he has gone. You see, I have problem with Bossman. In January, I was in one platform. We whisper something. He was there. And I engaged him. He was talking very, very eloquent the way he used to. And I gave him some ideas and said, this is how you guys should go about it. So that when you send communication out, you don't send mixed signal that you all later come and try to launder your image. You don't need to do that. But till today, it never happened. The only thing I heard before Saturday was that Yeye Kudi is fighting, this one is fighting, that one is fighting. So that should be on the team and not on the people. Secondly, in one breath, Bossman is saying there is a principality and power fingering Muiwa's head. And when they do, it doesn't seem to make right decision. And you are in another breath, you are saying you cannot do without the Muiwa. So please, what are you actually talking about? If you know there is a principality and power, take them away if you still want Muiwa. If you know Muiwa cannot do without his demons, then chase him away. So once you chase Muiwa away, you don't have principalities and powers again. And if you still think some people will now influence Baba, the question has to be, since this matter has happened for 7 months, let's forget whether we've been successful or not. What has the team been successful about? Have they been able to create a proper structure that when they talk in unison? If they've not been able to do that, then the team has failed. Muiwa or no Muiwa, Guresi or no Guresi, they failed. And for me, my expectation is this, Crunch Queen. This is not the first time I've heard you talk. My expectation from you and Chairman is simply this. You are experienced individuals. The first thing you need to do is to ensure you create a structure. Ensure your communication is top-notch and there is no ambiguity. People don't need much debate. Give them the point of where you are. If you don't have information, just say there is no information. It's okay. But what used to happen in the past, and that was why I said earlier, that you probably need to have enough facts, hear from everybody, so that when you come to defend what you so much believe in, you will defend it from a position of full knowledge, not half knowledge. So that anytime you talk to people, many people, their trust might have shaken, their desire to move on might have shaken, but they are still in it. There is need for you to rekindle that. How do you rekindle it? It's not just by talking, it's by action. So that when those actions are taking place, you now come back and talk. Don't let us talk before action. Let us talk after action, because that is the best way of sales. Show that you can deliver, then we can have discussion. Show that you have grip of the team, then we can have discussion. Show that your team is a forward-thinking team. And when you come to people, they know they are rest assured that what you say, you will deliver. I personally don't want talk, no action, because that is what it is. In the past, when you ask them, what are you doing about it? They'll say, you are asking too much questions, and we are doing it underground. We can't tell you what we are saying. This same Bossman also said that too. You are working underground. Don't expect them to give them your secret. No. At the end of the day, what is the secret now? The public that you don't want to talk to, then they are the one now resolving the issue. Crush Queen, if the public on Papariano's platform on Saturday had not raised objection to this new GoFundMe and demand for accountability, you giving us how much was contributed in that account, nobody knew. And that money has been contributed. Nobody knew. So if people don't talk, you don't give them report. So you are saying that if people don't matter, you only want to use them when you need money and do whatever you want to do. If they don't talk, you believe you should keep your mouth. That is not how things are run. And I know you know better. When the team shows sense of responsibility and accountability, believe me, tell us to come and contribute $1 million. We will say, when we say jump, we will say how high. Because at the end of the day, you've been able to manage everything. And you are transparent. So I am imploring you, this is an advice for me. I'm imploring you, go ensure, Chairman promised me yesterday, ensure that you put the right structure. Ensure that who is not supposed to talk is not talking. If you are a fit person, go and talk. Leave the people that will talk to talk. Ensure that what they say is what you agree on. So that when there are backlash, all of you can come together as a team and say, let us defend this. And you defend it well. I am happy that Mr. Shitu is coming in. I've worked with him before. I'm happy that he's coming in. He's a very brilliant man, articulate, and he knows what he wants to do. It's good he's coming in. But we should not wait for the 11th hour before we take action. And that was my sermon in January. Because I saw that it was a threat. It's a trend. We wait for the 11th hour to make decision. People will revolt. We are giving you, because for me, every other person that have been there, they've come down from 50 to 0 for me. Because even when you engage them, they will tell you, we don't have answer. When you ask them question, they will say, yeah, we had this decision. When you ask them another question, we are like you. We are not the member of the family. Which one do you want to be? Now that the two of you and Chairman, you are coming on this, personally, I'm going to hold you responsible. Because you mentioned your name, you are putting your pedigree on ground. So for you to save yourself, you must make sure the people you are dealing with are also working in consonance with you. So that when you come to talk, everybody listen. We will be quiet like classroom students and listen to lecturers. And we ask questions where we don't understand. God will help us all. Thank you very much.
Aristocrats, all points noted. And all I can say is that we need to give the new team the benefit of the doubt. Let's see what's going to happen on Monday at the coroner inquest. Let's see the submission that the new lead counsel will make towards the judge, and we take it from there. For those who are saying I'm talking nonsense with so much confidence, I appreciate your comments. And for those who say I'm making sense with my submissions, I also appreciate your comment. The reason is because we see things from different angles. So even if I put my head on the table for some of you, you still will not believe, and I cannot help you with that. So with that, I say thank you all for listening. Chairman, you have anything to say? Please comment.
No, ever me that. I hope there's plan B.
Till Monday to see how that goes, okay? So let's all relax on that.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Ngozi. I cannot agree less. We've been on this since yesterday. I just want to appeal to everyone to pray and support us, okay, in all the way. And let's just hope for the better and hope that we'll get the justice that we're all looking for. Inshallah, by the grace of God, we will not disappoint you. We will be accountable to you, and you will get all the necessary information that will go public. Thank you so much.
I don't tire. I'm going to drink water. Any question for me before I leave? I appreciate you all.